Hi everyone, my name is Kyle Tianchi and I'm an officer for the GSDSEF Student Leadership Board. I'm so glad that you've all tuned into the live stream early today because we have something very special planned for you. Tonight, we have 10 people, both SLB members and professionals in the STEM industry. They'll each be presenting either a science experiment or stories about their job as an engineer or a researcher. You'll be learning about 3D printing, nuclear fusion, cybersecurity, neurodegenerative diseases, and more. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. First up from the SLB, Kelly will be showcasing a tea that changes color when you squeeze lemon into it. Now, if you think you can guess the chemical reaction before you even see the experiment, type your guess into chat, and let's see what Kelly has for us.
Hi guys, my name is Kelly Gan, and today we're going to be making a butterfly pea tea. So butterfly pea tea is a caffeine-free flower that is used in a lot of Asian traditional medicines and is used to color food or clothing. So as you can see here, the butterfly pea flower is very vibrant. It's like a dark, deep indigo. And I actually have this pack I got on Amazon for about $11 in case you wanted to do this experiment with me. And so I'm only making a cup today. I took about a pinch of the flowers and I put it in this cup and I steeped it in boiling hot water for 5 minutes. And the color is like super vibrant, it's super colorful. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a lemon that I just cut and watch what happens. When I squeeze the lemon in here, stir it a bit. So you can see the color changed and now it's a really pretty light purple. So what's happening? Well, basically the butterfly pea flower is a pH indicator. So that means it changes colors when things that are bases or acids are added to it. And the reason it does so is because it contains a molecule called ternitine anthocyanins. And in other words, they change their structure depending on if it's acidic, if they have an acidic solution added to it. So if I were to add something basic to this tea, it would probably turn into a different color, but that's for another time. So thank you guys and enjoy the rest of the fair.
Thank you for that great demonstration of acids and bases, Kelly. Now, how about this? At the end of every presentation, let's get some cheers in the chat. Maybe some like thumbs up or some yays, maybe some heart emojis. That'd be great. Anyways, next up, Rebecca will be explaining how tornadoes form via 2 plastic bottles and some water.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Lehman, and I'm going to be showing you how to make a tornado in a bottle. It's a simple experiment which can be made from things found at home, and it is a great way to see the basics of how a tornado is formed and works, since it is a natural disaster that we see in our world today. So you'll need 2 clear plastic bottles of the exact same size. Next, you need to make your water mixture. Now, you only need normal water, but you can decorate it. That is optional. I'm going to be decorating mine with a bit of green food coloring. So now that the mixture is ready, you're going to fill one of the bottles half to 3/4 of the way up with the water mixture. My bottle is filled about halfway with the green water mixture. I'm going to place a metal washer on top of it. And after that, I'm going to take the other bottle and place it on top of the metal washer. And then we're going to secure the bottles and the washers with some duct tape. Now that the prep is all done and the 2 bottles are connected, you want to slowly turn over the 2 bottles. Notice how when I turn over the 2 bottles, barely any water falls down, and the reason for this is the surface tension across the small hole on the washer prevents a lot of water from falling down at a time. The last step is you want to move the bottles in a circular motion, and that is going to create the tornado. When I spin the bottle in the circular motion, it creates a water vortex as water drains down into the bottom bottle, which looks like a tornado. The water is quickly spinning around the center of the vortex because of the centripetal force, which is an inward force that directs an object or fluid, such as water, towards the center of its circular path. The vortex being formed makes it easier for the water to go down to the bottom of the bottle and the air to flow up to the top of the bottle, thereby creating a spiraling tornado. This experiment mimics the same science that creates real-life tornadoes, which is a kind of vortex seen in nature today. I hope you enjoyed this experiment and enjoy the rest of the fair. Bye!
Thank you, Rebecca. Let's get some claps in the chat for that. Now, from Carbon, a 3D printing company, we have Dr. Matt Menyo. He's going to talk about his experience in STEM and how his education has helped him when working on developing new 3D printing materials. Yes, the filament you put in your 3D printer, that's actually only one of many materials that can be used to 3D print. So let's hear what he has to say.
I'm Matt Menyo, and I'm a materials product manager at Carbon, a 3D printing company that's helping our customers make parts at scale for end-use production. We work with consumer brands like CCM to make the pads that go in their hockey helmets. We also do a lot of work in the dental space and work with automotive companies like Ford and Lamborghini to make a variety of parts in their vehicles. I've always been interested in STEM fields, and a big reason is the thrill of discovery and the ability to create something new. I've had a variety of great teachers and mentors along the way, starting with an undergraduate degree in polymer science at Penn State University. I then went on to get a PhD in biomolecular science at UC Santa Barbara, where I studied the attachment structures of marine organisms like mussels and barnacles, essentially how they're able to create adhesives and anchors that keep them in place in the turbulent and harsh environment like the ocean. From there, I joined Carbon, where I started as a research scientist focused on developing these printable material formulations for 3D printing. I was in that role for a few years and then gradually moved to manage a team of scientists and now lead product management for the materials team, where I essentially help determine what products we should make and for who. So at Carbon, we have a very cross-functional materials development team. Most of the team has studied chemistry or chemical engineering or material science, but often hasn't worked specifically in 3D printing. Our team is made up of formulation scientists who are also often our experts in chemistry and polymer science. What changes you can make at a molecular level to lead to the desired performance once you print a final part. Our characterization team has expertise in quantifying material performance, looking at things like the strength or the temperature resistance of a material, or how it handles being exposed to a variety of chemicals. Our product development team turns that science into a product using statistics and experimental design expertise to ensure that our products can deliver to expectations when they're out in the field. So really a wide variety of backgrounds and roles, even within material development in our company. One of the exciting aspects of what we do for me is being right on the cutting edge of innovation. 3D printing has been used for prototyping for decades. For example, I had the opportunity to visit the Red Bull Formula One team and see how they use 3D printing to create wind tunnel models that they use to evaluate future car design. But the materials and the production speeds have always been a limit in terms of making final parts. And this is what we've helped tackle at Carbon. We've developed the materials that actually help customers make parts at scale. For example, the midsole of Adidas's 40 forward running shoe. Overall, I think additive manufacturing is a really exciting field that's growing quickly as more and more applications move to production. I spoke about the material side of things, where a background in chemistry or material science is helpful, but we also team up with talented hardware engineers with backgrounds in mechanical and electrical engineering, and software engineers as well, that are all parts of the process that we need to work together to make these parts. So overall, I think the future is bright for 3D printing, and a background in STEM can help you prepare to be a part of that future.
And by participating in the science fair, you are preparing yourself to work at a job like Dr. Menyo's in the near future. So good job, everyone, just for participating in this fair. And for our next presentation, SLB member Spencer has an audio illusion for us. Now get ready to type what you hear in chat because it may be different for different people.
Hello, everybody. I'm Spencer, behavioral scientist. So I'm about to play a quick clip, reply what you heard in the chat. So for instance, I heard the word laurel.
Laurel, 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 laurel.
Okay, what did you hear? Did you hear Yanni or laurel? So what this experiment is all about is priming. I said that I heard laurel. So if you heard laurel, that means that you were influenced by me. So priming is a concept involving influence, and it's like subliminal messaging. So by saying laurel, you were primed to also say laurel. When I did this experiment, about 17% more people heard the word laurel than Yanni over the control and like other tests. So I wonder if those results will repeat now.
Great job, Spencer. Now, full disclosure, I actually heard Yanni, but I'm curious to hear or see what all of you all heard. So type into chat what you think the sound was, Yanni or Laurel. All right. While you're doing that, let's take a look at our next demonstration, which actually provides some insight into the movement of particles. For you physics and chemistry people out there, this is for you.
Hi, my name is Tandara, and today I'll be performing the double slit experiment. So basically some background for this experiment is that back in the 1700s, people were still deciding whether light was a bunch of particles or if it was a wave. So Newton thought that light was a bunch of particles, but other scientists disagreed with them. So to see what it actually was, a scientist called Thomas Young performed the double slit experiment. So this is the basic setup for our experiment. So on the left, we have a laser, and in the middle, we have a piece of paper with two tiny slits. And on the right, we have another piece of paper, which is going to catch whatever happens with the light. Now, when we turn on the laser, we get this. So what you guys saw was something called an interference pattern. So that's basically a bunch of bands of light separated by a bunch of bands of darkness. So if light was a particle, what would happen is that the particles would go through the two slits and land on two bands on the wall. But we didn't see that, so that means that light must be a wave. So this is what Thomas Young did in the late 1700s to prove that light was indeed a wave. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching.
That was super interesting. The double slit experiment tells us that our reality is not just made up of particles, it's also a wave. So yeah, that's just some food for thought if you want to gnaw on that for a little bit. Next, Candace Gray is going to talk about her experience working on a nuclear fusion project at General Atomics. Let's hear what she has to say.
Hello, my name is Candace L. Gray, and I am an engineer on a nuclear fusion research project at General Atomics. I have a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering and a master's in organizational leadership. And as a child, my favorite subjects in school were always math and science. I used to save up my allowance to buy chemistry sets, and I remember taking apart clocks and small appliances because I was always curious about how things worked. However, I want you to know that the biggest influence on me becoming an engineer was my favorite cartoon at the time, called The Jetsons. The Jetsons is a futuristic cartoon that features what I thought was a very cool robotic maid named Rosie the Robot. Rosie could cook, she could clean, she could iron, and I remember wanting to become an engineer just so that I could design and build my very own robot to do all of my chores so I wouldn't have to. And although I still have not made my own Rosie the Robot, today as an engineer, I get to work on an international collaborative fusion science experiment called ITER. General Atomics is fabricating one of the world's largest and most powerful superconducting magnets for ITER, which is known as the central solenoid. This magnet is going to provide electrical current to power nuclear fusion reactions. And if you don't know what nuclear fusion is, it is the process of merging or combining nuclei together, resulting in the release of enormous amounts of energy. In the case of ITER, those nuclei are in hydrogen atoms, which is a virtually limitless source of fuel because hydrogen is everywhere. And unlike some other forms of energy that we have today, nuclear fusion is safe, it's clean, and it's renewable, which is very important in a world that desperately needs alternative energy sources to power our growing demands. Some people think engineer is a big word that's hard to explain, but an engineer to me is just someone who uses math and science to solve complex problems. I enjoy what I do because it's hands-on and full of action. Some days I get to design tools, and other days I get to help with the actual manufacturing process. Every day is something completely different, and there's never a dull moment. But what I love most about my job as an engineer on a fusion research project is knowing that the work I do is going to make a huge difference in helping make energy that is safer and cleaner for the entire world to use.
Wow, I'm super inspired by that story, and I think my interest in nuclear fusion just went up by 1,000% maybe. So let's get some cheers in the chat for that. Smiley faces, hearts, thumbs up. And now Kavya from the Student Leadership Board will be showcasing a very important property of water using pepper and soap. Let's see what she has.
Hi everyone, I'm Kavya Gupta, and today we'll be doing a cool fun experiment with this pepper and some soap. So here I have some water with some pepper floating at the top. And so you might wonder, well, why isn't this pepper sinking or dissolving? Well, that's because the pepper is hydrophobic, meaning that the water is not attracted to it. And because of this, the pepper can't dissolve in water. But why do the flakes float to the top? Well, water molecules like to stick together, so they line up in a certain way that gives the top of the water surface tension. And because the pepper is so light and hydrophobic, the surface tension keeps them floating on top. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some soap and try to see what happens when I try to put in the water. As you can see, the soap moves away. Well, why does this happen? So when we touch the water, the soap is able to break the surface tension of the water. And that's why this soap is actually a really good cleaner. And as the soap moves into the water, the surface tension then changes, and then the pepper no longer wants to float to the top. But the water also wants to move away and to keep the surface tension going, which is why the water pushes away itself and pulls the soap with it.
Great job, Kavya. That was pretty incredible. Seeing the pepper just disperse from the soap like that. Fun fact, surface tension is actually the reason why some insects can run across water. It's also why raindrops are shaped the way they are. Now, moving on to Abby Darris, a Qualcomm engineer. Let's hear about her abilities in cybersecurity, 3D printing, and even archaeology.
Hi, my name is Abby Darris. I'm currently a cybersecurity engineer at Qualcomm, focusing on digital forensics, insider threat, and e-discovery. I protect Qualcomm's data and networks from both internal and external threats. Prior to my career in cybersecurity, I was actually an archaeologist. I graduated from UCLA with a degree in Near Eastern archaeology and even got to study in Egypt. After UCLA, I attended the University of College London, where I focused on managing archaeological sites. And I got to work in Turkey. It was a fun time and amazing opportunity. And you're probably wondering, well, how does one go from archaeology to cybersecurity? What do they have in common? And actually quite a bit. Digital forensics is the science of collecting and preserving evidence, specifically in digital devices, such as laptops, cell phones, and other devices. Archaeologists study the layers in the ground and try to tell a story based on the evidence that they discover. So, Much like I can't call King Tut to ask what he had for dinner, I have to let the evidence speak for itself. Think about one big puzzle, and then you have all these pieces, and you have to try to put the pieces together. That's what they both have in common. It's that desire to research, that investigative mindset, and just being curious and question everything. Also not being afraid, breaking stuff. In my free time, I like to tinker with computers and other stuff and build stuff, much like the 3D printers you see in the background. None of this would have been possible without the support of mentors and my family, who exposed me to different fields, allowed me to explore my interests, and let me question everything. I encourage you to do the same and hope you succeed and continue your success in STEM. Thank you.
That was a great presentation. I really love the connection between cybersecurity and archaeology. They're two completely distinct fields, but she's worked in both of them and she's found similarities in both. I found that really interesting, just personally. Now, next up from the Student Leadership Board, we have Amy. She's going to show us a very interesting chemical reaction about snow, which is something we don't get a lot of here in San Diego, but I bet in this experiment we're actually going to be seeing quite a bit of it.
Hello, my name is Amy XU, and the experiment I'm performing is creating Insta snow or fake snow. So first off, we're going to be mixing this white substance with water. It's approximately 1 level teaspoon to 1/4 cup of water. So I'm going to pour this water in here and we'll see the reaction happen. It's a pretty fast one, and you can see the snow already forming. It's a little bit more like sludge, I guess. And what this white substance is actually sodium polyacrylate. So sodium polyacrylate is a chemical compound used in a lot of household products like hair gel, diapers, and soaps. It's used to soak in and hold in water molecules. Sodium polyacrylate actually falls in the classification of chemicals under polymers. So poly means many and mer meaning molecule. They're long chains of molecules. It's actually super absorbent, and it can actually hold from 100 to 1,000 times its mass in water. During osmosis, what happens in this experiment is the water molecules move into the sodium polyacrylate and then expand, so we're left with this fake snow.
Let's get some claps in the chat for that. The snow just forming instantly like that was really fascinating to watch. And finally, we have Professor Gentry Patrick. He's a biologist who, after growing up in Compton, came to San Diego, California. And right now he's working with his team at UCSD. Let's hear his story.
I decided to come here to UC San Diego because of the first-rate scientists and scientific community that I knew existed here, and I was just so excited to be a part of. I grew up in South Central Los Angeles, primarily in Compton and Watts, and for me, growing up in that neighborhood was very not only interesting and special, but it posed a lot of different challenges, and some of those challenges was access to a quality education. Actually, what inspired me to be a scientist was, I would say, primarily examples and mentors that I had along the way. What I liked was the hands-on aspect of biology and research, and the idea that I could create new knowledge, perhaps something that would be, important and long-lasting, that would actually be beneficial to society, was quite appealing to me. My lab is very interested in understanding the proteome. One of the big problems in neurodegenerative diseases is that proteins become dysfunctional, and when they become dysfunctional, they can aggregate or make the neurons sick. And if they make these neurons sick, they will actually cause a variety of the dysfunctions that you see in these diseases. And so some of the work that my lab is interested in is understanding how we can protect the proteome. Recently, Dean McGinnis has initiated a new post within the division, and that's the Directorship for Diversity and Mentorship. And I am happy to say that I have taken that post here at UC San Diego and within the division. And so what I hope to do is partner with other faculty and graduate students and postdocs within the division to think of new and innovative ways to increase our ability to help first generation and underserved populations gain access to biology, science, research, And so I think students need to see that people like themselves can go in and have a career in science and research. They can be passionate about it and they can be successful. So I strive to not only mentor students from these diverse backgrounds, but also serve as an example for them.
And that's it. That's the end of SLB's presentation for tonight's award ceremony. Let's give a huge round of applause to all the people who helped create this showcase. I want to thank them all for sharing their stories, their experiments, their chemical reactions, and I want to thank you all for tuning in. And I just hope that everyone's learned at least something new today. With that said, enjoy the rest of the award ceremony.
Good evening and welcome to this year's virtual Greater San Diego Science and Engineering Fair Award Ceremony. I am Steve Rodecker, Fair Executive Director. I hope you enjoyed the inspiring video done by the Student Leadership Board and the Professional Society Award Scroll. It is my pleasure to welcome you to our 68th annual, and again this year virtual, GSDSEF Award Ceremony for 2022. I will be joined this evening by Dr. Earl Williams, the President of the Board of Directors of the Greater San Diego Science and Engineering Fair, who will be presenting and reading award winners' names later in the evening. Coordinating our ceremony this evening from Atlanta, Georgia, will be Sam Ferguson, whose voice you may hear during the ceremony. To start things off this evening, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Daniel Schumann of Becton Dickinson and Company, also known as BD. BD is the largest sponsor of the GSDSEF, and we thank them for their continued and generous support. Mr. Schumann is the Vice President, Global Operations at BD, and will give us a brief keynote talk. Over to you, Mr. Schumann, please.
All right, thank you, everybody. Let me see if I can also share my screen successfully. This is a bit of a test. Okay, that one. Okay, can you see my screen? I think you can. And so, yeah, you know, once again, thank you so much. It's quite an honor for us at BD to be associated with this great event and to be able to be a sponsor once again this year. Just a little bit of background on BD. We are a global medical technology company, and our mission is advancing the world of health. We were founded about 125 or so years ago. Pretty big company, about $25 billion in sales. We serve pretty much every country around the world, and we've got, geez, over 70,000 employees around the world now, 3,000 of them here in San Diego, including me. And we have a lot of scientists and engineers among our ranks. And, you know, we're not really a household name for most people, hopefully, because most people don't end up in hospitals where a lot of our products end up being sold. But if you do end up in a hospital, in the United States at least, there is almost no chance that you won't encounter us. And 90% of patients in hospitals are touched in one way or another by BD products. You know, the COVID's been an interesting couple of years for us now, and we've been really involved in fighting COVID in one way or another. On the research side, our BD Biosciences team has been working on and bringing to market research tools to help drug discovery and vaccine development. On the diagnostic side, we have a team here in San Diego that developed one of the world's first COVID rapid tests, a 15-minute rapid test that was launched and put into production by the team here, including Andrew Schlossman, who's one of the judges this evening. Really a remarkable achievement. And we also, on the treatment side, produce here in San Diego infusion pumps. You can see the bottom left there. That's a picture of the Alaris pump used around the world to keep people well and in some cases alive, and the Pyxis drug dispensing systems as well. And we're making somewhere around 2 billion with a B vaccine needles and syringes to administer the vaccine. And if you look closely in the corner there, you'll see me with a BD needle in my arm getting a vaccine against COVID when that was happening over a year ago now for that vaccination. Anyway, so I was, that's enough on BD. So last week I was over in Europe visiting some of my colleagues at BD over there. And I stopped in Germany, in Düsseldorf, at my favorite restaurant to have this delicious meal, which you can all see in front of you there. And I was thinking about, well, what am I going to talk to all of you about tonight? And you know, as I was sort of pondering that, I looked in front of me and I saw this scene. There's the kitchen where they're making the delicious potato pancakes that you see me about to eat there in that photo. And I noticed something on the wall there. I'm putting a circle around it there. Can you see that? It's a small tile with a picture of a windmill. And I was like, huh, a windmill in a restaurant. What exactly is that connection? And how might that relate to our conversation this evening? So it's, you know, it's kind of an interesting invention, the windmill. How did that even come about, and what's really behind it? You know, where do inventions come from anyway? It's kind of what I was pondering. And so, you know, I thought, well, you know, fundamentally they're based on science, where we uncover a new understanding of the world around us, and engineering, where we apply that knowledge to make new things and invent old things, create new things and improve old things. So you could say, quite simply, science and engineering is what leads to inventions and often progress. I won't say everything that's invented is progress, but a lot of it is. So getting back to that windmill, what is a windmill? Most of us might recognize it, but not really think much about it. But fundamentally, it was an invention really developed in the 9th century in modern day, what is today Iran in the Middle East, to grind grains, grind the grains into flour so you could make bread or similar foodstuffs. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense that a windmill would be in a restaurant. And the way to do that was you take 2 stones and sort of grind them together to break those seeds into flour. And however, with an understanding of science of wind, science of mechanics, and an engineering mind, you could develop a device like a windmill, like this one, like the one in that picture. And you can just imagine, you can see there's a small bench in front of that windmill in that picture. The sheer size of that, imagine the amount of grain you could grind with relative ease, and the amount of, the number of people you could feed, and how transformative that would be to the society and to the towns or the nations that had such technology. So what other sort of things have followed that kind of a path? You think about electricity, for example. In science, over centuries, really, an understanding of electricity, magnetism, conductors, semiconductors was developed. That's the science part. And on the engineering side, well, it's been a nonstop party of inventions for centuries now. And just a couple here. One of my favorites on the bottom left, there's a dishwasher. And you may have heard me talk about that last year, invented by a woman named Josephine Cochran. And I am thankful for her work every day that I unload a dishwasher instead of doing dishes like that gentleman in that photo right there. What other sorts of examples? Well, here's another one, connected computing, right? I mean, science brought us the understanding of how you can network computers together and share information. And what did engineering do with that? Well, yet another big party. You can argue whether it's progress to have TikTok and WhatsApp. I think most of you in the audience today would say that's great progress, and maybe your parents would argue the other side of it. But nonetheless, science and engineering combining together to move us forward. So, what's the future hold along that line for science and engineering? You think about what are the next science topics that are going to be expanded, artificial intelligence, or maybe gene editing, or who knows what. There are many things ahead of us. And what is engineering going to do with those? Also hard to know for sure. But what I do know is that the students who competed in this year's science and engineering fair are certainly the ones who are going to be driving that future. So I look to you, students, to tell us where this is going to go. And I'm thankful for the work you're going to be doing. Thanks, and congratulations to you all.
And thank you very much, Mr. Schuman, for that keynote address to us all here this evening. And a big thank you again to BD. Mr. Schuman will be presenting their awards later in the show. And now we wish to recognize at this time all of the sponsors who have contributed to making the fair successful. Their logos appear on the GSDSEF.org website homepage and here on this slide. Especially during the past 2 years, many sponsors have stepped up their support, and the GSDSEF would not have happened without them. So we thank them very much. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have another short presentation by one of our longtime and generous sponsors, Dr. Larry Wolf of the General Atomics Sciences Education Foundation, who will be talking about their foundation. And Mr. Wolf, please go ahead. Dr. Wolf.
Thank you, Steve. Now you can call me Larry. Next slide, please. The General Atomics Sciences Education Foundation is proud to have provided over $750,000 to STEM nonprofits over the past 25 years. We have supported over 50 organizations, mostly in the San Diego area, and some of their logos are shown here. We've provided over $23,000 to this wonderful science fair since 2018 and have sponsored an Advanced Materials Award since 1995. Next slide. The foundation has catalyzed the STEM outreach efforts of over 700 General Atomics employees by providing support for their time and by providing funds so they can purchase STEM materials for schools and clubs to the tune of more than $180,000. We have also teamed with TutorMate to remotely tutor at-risk first graders in reading. And we have many education resources at our website that are free to use, and I encourage you to visit. Finally, I want to acknowledge the fantastic work done by all of you students and all the hard work put in by the science fair staff and judges. So thank you.
And again, thank you, Dr. Wolf and the General Atomic Sciences Education Foundation. Now, a special kind of note this year. So what you're looking at right now on the screen are copies of the ribbons that you'll be receiving over the next weekend here, students. We'll be talking about that later. But here's the special connection. The San Diego Zoo will be giving free admission to GSDSEF participants this year. You will need your ribbon and a picture ID to get in. Please know that this pass is good for the GSDSEF participant only, so students only, anytime between now and this upcoming June the 12th. And we want to thank the San Diego Zoo for this wonderful opportunity for the GSDSEF students. Thank you again to all of our sponsors. And now a very important announcement. At any point in the show, please use the YouTube chat box to show your appreciation. It is located in the chat box on the right-hand side. Thank you. And we'd like you to use that liberally as we go through and acknowledge many of the people who have helped make the fair possible this year. Since 1954, the Greater San Diego Science and Engineering Fair has provided an inspiring experience in science and engineering for thousands of San Diego and Imperial County students. You are all part of an unbroken 68-year legacy promoting excellence in science and engineering education. You can be justifiably proud of your achievements to be selected to showcase your research in this regional competition, one of the best in the nation. This year in particular, you have overcome many unique challenges as you worked on your projects, and we congratulate you the more so for it. Many of you here today will become the scientists and engineers of tomorrow, helping to maintain a world-renowned San Diego scientific and engineering community. Equally important, all of you will contribute to the goal of developing a scientifically literate population. Now, more than ever, this is crucial to our well-being as a nation. And in this challenging year, the GSDSEF Management Committee deserves special recognition. And there you see their names on the screen. In a typical year, each of the 25 or so management committee members puts in dozens of hours of work to ensure a successful, fair experience. But this year, because of the planning necessary to produce a virtual fair, that number of hours rose significantly. The GSDSEF Management Committee members met the challenge, and the product was a successful virtual experience that permitted all students to showcase their science and engineering talents. Two management committee members in particular deserve mention because of the enormous number of hours they spent planning, designing, meeting about, testing, debugging many times over, and retesting the judging interview experience to ensure it ran successfully for students and judges. Without the extraordinary input of time and talent on the part of Dr. Earl Williams and our judging coordinator, Vicki Driver, the virtual GSDSEF would not have taken place this year. We all owe them both a huge debt of gratitude. Please use your chat box in YouTube to show your appreciation. Thank you. Among the most important people in the entire science fair experience are the teachers, who devote huge amounts of time, talent, and energy to helping their students develop and present projects. This year in particular, again, they faced many challenges and still were able to mentor your projects. We salute your commitment to project-based STEM learning. Students in particular, use your YouTube chat box to show your appreciation. Thank you. And parents, of course, we know this could not happen without you. For months, you have put up with Home Depot trips, strange smells, and weird devices being constructed in your garages and basements. This year, more than ever, Students, again, in your YouTube, use the chat box to show your appreciation. Now, I would like to have Dr. Williams explain tonight's procedures. But first, a little about Dr. Williams. As you heard earlier, it was due in large part to Dr. Williams' diligence and tech capability that we had the fair this year. Please know this, he also competed in the GSDSEF in the early 1980s, where he won first places and second alternate and third alternate sweepstakes. One of his special awards was a trip to New Zealand. Today, he is a scientist and project manager for the US Navy. As with many GSDSEF participants, Dr. Williams recognizes his GSDSEF experience as motivating him to pursue a career in science. Dr. Williams, please take it away.
All right, thanks, Steve, and hello, everyone. I'd like to acknowledge the tremendous efforts that you put into making this year's GSDSEF a success, and I join you in giving my thanks to Vicki Driver and our entire management committee. Okay, let's begin with a quick review of our awards program tonight. The GSDSEF gives many awards each year from a variety of sources, including over 30 professional societies. The winners of these awards were scrolled tonight before the show and are listed on the GSDSEF website. We also give numerous regional awards, which are made available to our fair through our affiliation with the International Science and Engineering Fair for grades 9 through 12. Winners will be receiving notification of these awards as well. Now let us recognize the winners of our Professional Society Awards, which were scrolling before the awards ceremony. Use the chat box in YouTube for appreciation. And now a quick reminder, all winners of Professional Society Awards will be sent information about their awards by the professional society which gave them the award. Over to you, Steve.
And thank you, Dr. Williams. So, now, students, before we begin presenting the awards, here are a few instructions. There will be no mailing of awards this year. Starting tomorrow, Friday, you will be able to pick up your awards at the Balboa Park Activity Center, also known as the BPAC. So that will start on Friday. It will continue on Saturday and Sunday. The Friday pickup times are from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. The Saturday times are from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And the Sunday times are from noon to 3 p.m., as you can see on the screen. If you ordered a t-shirt, you can pick it up at the Balboa Park Activity Center during any one of these 3 awards pickup days. I want to remind you that the showcase in Z-Fairs will be open to the public later tonight after the award ceremony. A list of awards will also be posted on the GSDSEF website at gsdsef.org. Once the showcase has been opened, you can view any of the project in this year's fair by going to gsdsef.zfairs.com and choosing Showcase from the fair menu. Now, on to our first special award, Advancing the World of Health Awards, presented by Daniel Schumann of BD. Mr. Schumann, you have the mic again. Thank you.
Okay, Steve, thanks. It really is my pleasure to announce the awards for BD this year at the GSDSEF. These awards go to students whose projects really represent exemplary work focused on topics related to medical science and technology in accordance with our mission at BD of advancing the world of health. So I'll read through the winners now, and my apologies to any names that I mispronounce. Starting with the BD Junior Division 3rd place and an award of $200, Vibha and Vidha Ganji of Oak Valley Middle School. Next, the BD Junior Division 2nd place and an award of $500 goes to Mohammed Adam Khan of Bright Horizon Academy. Next, the BD Junior Division 1st place and an award of $1,000 goes to Tanya Mandiam of Mesa Verde Middle School. Congratulations. Now moving on to the Senior Division, 3rd place and an award of $200 goes to Giselle Gearing, Vivian Wen of Bonita Vista High School. The BD Senior Division, second place, and an award of $500 goes to Jesse Cow of University City High School. And finally, the BD Senior Division, first place, and an award of $1,000 goes to Anirudh Kalhayanaraman of Mount Carmel High School. Congratulations to all of our winners and everyone who competed. Great work.
And again, thank you, Mr. Schuman and BD, for your continuing and generous support of the GSDSEF. Now, continuing with special awards will be our Student Leadership Board. Here to introduce the SLB is Dr. Williams. Dr. Williams, please.
Thank you. Our fair has an honor society, the Student Leadership Board, which is made up of students recognized for academic excellence and contributions to this fair and to their community. And by the way, many of our SLB officers and members have projects in this year's fair. I would now like to introduce Raj Pabari, the president of this year's SLB. He would like to say a few words to our students and present this year's SLB awards. Over to you, Raj.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. Hi, everyone. I'm Raj Pabari. I am a high school senior and the president of the GSDSEF Student Leadership Board. I'd like to spend my time with you tonight investigating the impact of the science fair on middle school and high school students. My goal is to prove that the GSDSEF teaches you important skills for your future and inspires you to be inquisitive and creative. To complete this investigation, I'm going to use the style of a science fair project. I will be announcing the SLB award winners, and I will examine peer-reviewed scientific facts about GSDSEF projects. Let's take a look at Figure 1. GSDSEF participants are advised to start their projects at the beginning of the school year. But do they really? This figure shows what many students do in reality. Next, each student must complete their experimentation and submit a screening presentation before being accepted to the fair. Meeting that deadline can be tough. Once accepted to the fair, students realize that they need to make a trifold display board. Luckily, students didn't have to do that in 2022, but they still had to send in a video, presentation, and notebook in Z-Fairs. This graph, credibly sourced from the internet, shows a commonly reported effect of the GSDSEF. Science fair participants are substantially cooler and more popular than the rest of the population. Wow, it looks like this source is referencing the investigation that we're conducting in this speech. I guess this data really is grand award quality. And finally, we will look at the top tier of projects at the GSDSEF. These projects are the winners of the SLB Award, which has been collectively decided by the 50 members of the Student Leadership Board Honor Society to award ingenuity, creativity, and inventiveness. Wow, way to call me out. Okay, without further ado, it's time to announce the winners of the SLB Award. In the junior division, congratulations to William Gao, who used machine learning to predict the critical temperature of superconductors to aid in the search for renewable energy sources. And in the senior division, congratulations to Renee Wang, who designed and built a prototype of a cost-effective, environmentally friendly home with interlocking components inspired by Rubik's Cube. So after looking at all the data from start to finish of a GSDSEF project, we can conclude that yes, the science fair does have a major positive impact on students' futures in STEM. It wouldn't be possible without the contributions of many amazing people, as mentioned before by Mr. Roediger. Major thank yous are in order to our sponsors, our board of directors, the management committee, our student leadership board members, all of the volunteers, teachers, parents, and finally, to all of the students who participated virtually in the 68th Science Fair. Have a great rest of your evening, and I wish you all good luck. I'll pass it off to Mr. Roediger.
And thank you very much, Raj, for that presentation. And congratulations again to the winners this year, William Gao and Renee Wang of the SLB Award. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to move on to the Arthur Friedman Memorial Teachers of the Year Awards. So we're pleased to present this year's Teacher of the Year Awards, and the GSDSEF gives special thanks for the generosity of Barbara Friedman in the memory of Arthur Friedman, a longtime fair judge and ardent supporter of students and their teachers. This award is given to one junior and one senior division teacher. The winners will receive a plaque and $1,000. The winner of the Arthur Friedman GSDSEF Teacher of the Year in the junior division is Theodore Fantano, St. Peter the Apostle Catholic School. Congratulations. The winner of the Arthur Friedman GSDSEF Teacher of the Year in the senior division is Jennifer Eckstein from Bonita Vista High School. Congratulations to both teachers for all of their tremendous efforts this year in supporting student research. Thank you so much. Congratulations to our winners. They are really dedicated professionals, especially this year. And Dr. Williams, I will pass it over to you again for the PECG Awards. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Steve. So now we have 4 awards given by the professional engineers in California government. This is the 12th year for a PEG award at our fair, and the GSDSEF thanks PECG for its ongoing support. Representing the PECG tonight is Diane Vermeulen, Caltrans Acting Branch Chief for Environmental Engineering and a member of the GSDSEF Management Committee. She would like to say a few words about the PECG before presenting her awards. Diane, over to you.
Hi, thank you, Earl. Hi, everyone. I'm Diane Vermeulen. I'm a member of the Professional Engineers in California Government, known more simply as PEG. For many years, PEG has supported science and engineering fairs all over California, from this one in San Diego all the way up to Humboldt County's event near the Oregon border. Today, many of you are award winners and your project stood out. You'll receive prizes and certificates. Congratulations, you deserve those honors. For all the other students who may not receive a prize today, I want you to know that you're still winners too. Your hard work to get you into the competition and your dedication to learning are qualities that will make you successful throughout your lives. So hats off on completing another great science and engineering fair from thousands of my colleagues at PEG. We are committed to your success. The PEG Awards tonight include 2 $500 scholarships and 2 $1,000 awards. The $500 winners are Shilo Deminstein from Soleil San Diego Hebrew Day School and Ayu Deneen, Bright Horizons Academy. The $1,000 winners are Renee Wang, Bishop School, and Bella Rose Schremer, University City High School. Thank you for your hard work, everyone.
And congratulations to our winners, and thank you, Diane, for all of the PECG awards this evening. I'd like now to announce the Broadcom Coding with Commitment Award, given to a 6th through 8th grade student whose project involved coding to solve a community problem. Before announcing the award, we would like to share a short video from Broadcom about their award. So Sam, take it away, please.
Hi everyone, I'm Paula Golden, and I'm delighted to be with you. It's always so exciting when the science fair comes to an end and awards are made. But I want to say to every one of you who participated this year, congratulations. You're a young scientist and engineer, and your future is ahead of you. Keep doing what you're doing to follow your passions. And I'm very excited that we will have a Coding with Commitment winner this year, and we look forward to having that name announced. We're very pleased to be part of a program that combines science and coding to make the world a better place. We also hope that all of you will take your coding projects and put them in Coolest Projects International. We'll give you the link, and we hope you'll take advantage of it to showcase your project. You put so much time into it, why not show it off to the world?
And thank you, Broadcom, for your support. This year's award winner is Leanne Fan from Mesa Verde Middle School. Congratulations to Leanne. And now we present a special award in the memory of longtime Management Committee member, screener, and judge, Ron Mickelson, called the Mickey Award. And it is a plaque and a check for $100. It is presented tonight to one junior division project, which we feel best expresses Mr. Mickelson's passion for sports, science, and students. This year's winner of the Mickey Award is Anthony Berardino from the Nazareth School. Congratulations to him. The Red Award, standing for Ronald E. Dohm, is presented in memory of another longtime GSDSEF volunteer and computer guru, Ronald Dohm. The Red Award winner for this year is Agastya Sridharan from Scripps Ranch High School. Congratulations. And now, ladies and gentlemen, representing Collins Aerospace tonight is Jeff Anderson, the Director of R&D Aerostructures. And I'll flip it over to you now. Mr. Anderson, please.
Great. Thanks, Steve. Good evening, everyone. As Director of Research and Technology at Collins Advanced Structures here in San Diego, it's really my honor and privilege to be with you tonight. The Fred Rohr Science Award has been with the award ceremony for as long as the fair has been around. To be exact, that's about 68 years. And it's really set for the memory of Fred H. Rohr, who's formerly the president and chairman of the board for Rohr Industries, which we now know as Collins Advanced Structures. The award is given to an innovative project with outstanding contributions in science and engineering that, aligned with sustainability, has the potential to impact the aerospace field. This year, the award is given to a senior project and includes a really nice plaque, but maybe more importantly, a check for $2,000. So without any further ado, the winner of the Fred H. Rohr Science Award this year is Bella Rose Schremer from the University City High School. Congratulations, Bella. It was a pleasure to meet you.
And congratulations to our winner. And thank you, Mr. Anderson and Collins Aerospace, for their ongoing generosity with this award. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the Reuben H. Fleet Memorial Award. And to present this award, Dr. Williams, please.
The Reuben H. Fleet Memorial Award honors the memory of Mr. Fleet and is a check in the amount of $500 given by the Fleet Science Center. This money is to be used for the winner's college education. The winner of the Reuben H. Fleet Memorial Award is Kara Fan from Westview High School. Congratulations, and thank you, Fleet Science Center. Our last, nope, that's over to Steve. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. And our last special award this evening is the Regeneron Biomedical Award, and this is given to the top biomedical project this year. This year's award goes to Matthew Noto at Canyon Crest Academy. Congratulations to him. And ladies and gentlemen, this now concludes the special awards. And now to the category awards. And there are, ladies and gentlemen, 16 categories in the junior division and 15 in the senior division. The winners' awards in these categories will be announced in this order: fourth place junior, fourth place senior, third place junior, third place senior, second place junior, second place senior, and first place junior, first place senior. A special note, please listen up here, a special note for first place award winners in grades 6, 7, and 8. That is the junior division. Check the category award slides tonight to see if you have been nominated for the Broadcom Masters. For both senior and junior divisions, check the first place slides to see if you have qualified for the California Science and Engineering Fair. The list of Broadcom Masters nominated and California Science and Engineering Fair eligible students will also be listed on our website, gsdsef.org, starting tomorrow. Remember that the category awards are not, repeat, not the final awards to be announced tonight. Following them will be the grand award runners-up and then the grand awards in both the junior and senior divisions. And now, Dr. Williams, the microphone is yours again.
Thank you, Steve. I'll turn off my video here so that you can see just the slides. Okay, starting off with our fourth award. In the junior division, in behavioral and social sciences, Xavier Caro from St. Michael's School, Poway. Alexa Salazar and Sophia Thomas from City Tree Christian School, 6 to 8. In Earth and Environmental Sciences, Taya Hilliard, the Children's School. In Microbiology, Ashlyn Trujillo and Samantha Uriostegui from St. Peter the Apostle Catholic School. In Physics and Astronomy, Audrey DeCarolis and Vincent Johnson from City Tree Christian School, 6 to 8. In Physics and Astronomy, Nicholas Liang from Bonita Vista Middle School. And in Product Testing, Emerson Green from Mount Helix Academy, Katie Nguyen from St. Didacus Parish School. And that concludes the junior division fourth awards. So moving to the senior division in Earth and Environmental Sciences, we have Emilio Darcy from Bonita Vista High School, Abramsky Hernandez and Elizabeth Ruiz from Bonita Vista High School. In engineering, engineering materials and transport, we have Sarah Pallier from St. Joseph Academy, 9 to 12. In mathematics, Ruben Browdy from Bonita Vista High School. Congratulations to the fourth award winners. Next, we have the third awards. In the junior division, starting with animal sciences, Aitan Delara from Swal San Diego Hebrew Day School. Michaela Motkov from the Children's School. In behavioral and social sciences, Elizabeth Cabrera from St. Didacus Parish School. Zoe Fries from St. Didacus Parish School. Kennedy Hall from Mount Helix Academy. Lauren Hill and Leandra Liem from Stella Maris Academy. Erin Cooperschmith from Swal San Diego Hebrew Day School. Sophia Novus and Gabriella Price from San Diego French American School. Cillian O'Connell from St. Michael's School, Poway. Gabriel Quezada from St. John's School, Encinitas, California. Moving to biochemistry, Andres Alvarez from Chula Vista Middle School. Miranda Minderman and Stephanie Reyes from St. Peter the Apostle Catholic School in biochemistry. Moving to biomedical and health sciences and biomedical engineering, Daniela Alfaro from Nazareth School. Elizabeth Schneider from St. Michael's School, Poway. Naomi Sarawit from St. Didacus Parish School. Melissa Soberains from Our Lady of Guadalupe Academy. Moving to chemistry, Kenji Petri from St. Peter the Apostle Catholic School. Michelle Pham, St. Michael's School, Poway. Eli Vassar from St. Michael's School, Poway. In computer science and systems software, Sebastian Flores, Mount Helix Academy. Sachin Patria, the Children's School. Alexander Zwolinski from St. Gregory the Great Catholic School. In earth and environmental sciences, Nura Ariano from St. John the Cross Catholic School. Michelle Herrera from Chula Vista Middle School. Emma Morin from City Tree Christian School, 6 to 8. Aisha Washington from St. Peter the Apostle Catholic School. Eli Zamora from St. Didacus Parish School. In engineering, electrical, mechanical, and robotics, Hannah Houston from the Children's School. Patty Ward from St. Didacus Parish School. In engineering, energy, materials, and transport, Maximiliano Mendoza from Bonita Vista Middle School. Logan Whittle from Nazareth School. In microbiology, David Bamaris from SWAL San Diego Hebrew Day School. Emily Cheka from SWAL San Diego Hebrew Day School. Adeline Dawson and Maggie McPherson from St. Michael's School, Poway. Sol Gonzalez from Chula Vista Middle School. Jaylene Quinn from Chula Vista Middle School. Moving to physics and astronomy, Haisam Cooley from City Tree Christian School, 6 to 8. Misael Lopez from St. Didacus Parish School in physics and astronomy. Matthew Nagel from Mount Helix Academy. Edgar Zavala from Chula Vista Middle School. Max Zomerdijk from St. Gregory the Great Catholic School. In plant sciences, Shira Adato from SWAL San Diego Hebrew Day School. Chase Brennan from San Diego French American School. This now in plant sciences. Jacob Cordaro from St. John's School, Encinitas. Blake Matz from San Diego French American School. Lauren Pacheco from St. John of the Cross Catholic School. Lily Parsons from St. Michael's School, Poway. Cade Schmidt from St. Gregory the Great Catholic School. And in product testing, Ariana Larios from St. Vincent de Paul. Liam Mulvey from St. Didacus Parish School. And that concludes our junior division category awards. So now we will move to the senior division. In animal sciences, this again, third awards is Diego Cruz, Bonita Vista High School. In behavioral and social sciences, Gina Kim and Ryan Kim from Del Norte High School and Westview High School. Priscilla Munoz from Central Union High School. In biomedical health sciences and biomedical engineering, Amira Ali from Bright Horizon Academy. In chemistry, Arshit Chaturvedi from Canyon Crest Academy. In computational biology and bioinformatics, Arav Arora from Del Norte High School. Zalkifi Zahir from Bright Horizon Academy. In earth and environmental sciences, David Calderon from Bonita Vista High School. Fahad Majidi from Bright Horizon Academy. Diego Nava from Bonita Vista High School. Jane Quezada from Bonita Vista High School. Kyle Santa Cruz from Bonita Vista High School. Soline Zangana from Bonita Vista High School. In engineering, electrical, mechanical, and robotics, Akshaj Bharadwaj, here we go, from Canyon Crest Academy. In mathematics, Siddharth Erat from Torrey Pines High School. In microbiology, Hafsa Kazi from Bright Horizon Academy. In physics and astronomy, Nandana Madhukara from Canyon Crest Academy. In plant sciences, Gabriel Catalan and Alex Iniguez from Bonita Vista High School. Jessica Engen from Bonita Vista High School. Zalia Jacobs and Ariana Ramirez from Bonita Vista High School. So congratulations to the third award winners. Let's move on to the second awards. Starting with junior division. In animal sciences, again, these are the second awards. We have Omar Abdulaziz from Bright Horizon Academy. Gladys Arias Alejo and Isabella Calapala from St. Peter the Apostle Catholic School. In behavioral and social sciences, Ibtiham Ali from Bright Horizon Academy. Brooke Curtis and Cecilia Martin from St. John's School, Encinitas. Ashlyn Esbeck from St. John's School, Encinitas. Andre Guizar from San Diego French American School. James McCabe from St. Michael's School, Poway. Shiraz Mizan from Swal San Diego Hebrew Day School. Yasmina Moore from City Tree Christian School, 6 to 8. Emma Rothstein from Swal San Diego Hebrew Day School. Luca Savant from St. John's School, Encinitas. Harmony Snowton from City Tree Christian School, 6 to 8. In biochemistry, Joel Chuprovich and Ella Jean Martinez from St. Peter the Apostle Catholic School. Olivia Mendoza from Bonita Vista Middle School. In biomedical health sciences and biomedical engineering, Elaine Guerrero from St. Peter the Apostle Catholic School. Tanya Mandiam from Mesa Verde Middle School. In chemistry, Frankie Carr and Elise Kishimoto from St. Michael's School, Poway. Alyssa Corona from Chula Vista Middle School. Haley Griffith from St. Peter the Apostle Catholic School. Ruth Herman from St. Peter the Apostle Catholic School. Bennett Jones and Ozzie Layton from St. Gregory the Great Catholic School. Elise Sele Kishimoto and Francine Carr from St. Michael's School, Poway. Ashley Lindsay from City Tree Christian School, 6 to 8. Antonio Moreno from St. Peter the Apostle Catholic School. Alea Mudwilder from St. Gregory the Great Catholic School. Elliot Wilson from Bonita Vista Middle School. Yarden Zanani from Swal San Diego Hebrew Day School. Moving to computer science and systems software, Aditya Bisien from Pacific Trails Middle School. In earth and environmental sciences, Cassidy Chan and Jessica Talavera from St. Michael's School, Poway. Drew Delkey from St. Gregory the Great Catholic School. Samuel Lawrence from St. Gregory the Great Catholic School. Sarah Mickelson from St. John's School, Encinitas. Autumn Rose from St. Gregory the Great Catholic School. In engineering, electrical, mechanical, and robotics, Julian Anderson from St. John's School, Encinitas. Ayub Damim from Bright Horizon Academy. Henry Mallory from St. John's School, Encinitas. Diego Morales from St. John of the Cross Catholic School. Jake Odenthal from St. John's School, Encinitas. Moving to engineering, energy materials, and transport, Ana Banda Carrillo and Maricela Leal from Our Lady of Guadalupe Academy. Nicholas Boe from St. Didacus Parish School. Max Buitren and Atticus McGrain from the Children's School. Miranda Kraus from Mount Helix Academy. Nathan Lyons and Lorenzo Simon from St. Michael's School, Poway. Olivia Middleton from the Children's School. Joseph Orabona from St. Michael's School, Poway. Olivia Pacaloni Cordero, the Children's School. Tyler Vosberg from St. John's School, Encinitas. Moving to microbiology, Yael Browdy from Swall San Diego Hebrew Day School. Jaden Burchell from Nazareth School. Shivan Hakmon from Swall San Diego Hebrew Day School. In physics and astronomy, Aurelia Birdsell from City Tree Christian School, 6 to 8. Santiago Contreras from Chula Vista Middle School. Kenneth Mikulowski from St. Didacus Parish School. Luke Noren and Zachary Thompson from City Tree Christian School, 6 to 8. Moving to plant sciences, Aidan Lerner from Swall San Diego Hebrew Day School. Annika Mara and Avery Oles from St. Michael's School, Poway. Daniela McElfresh from Swall San Diego Hebrew Day School. Megan O'Malley from St. John's School, Encinitas. Riley Suzara and Jack Wisniu from St. Gregory the Great Catholic School. Kasia Zwierzakowski from City Tree Christian School, 6 to 8. And in product testing, Olivia Fritzler, St. Didacus Parish School. Carlos Godinez from Chula Vista Middle School. Sophia Jones from St. Didacus Parish School. Simon Kasser and Nia Sandoval, the Children's School. Maya Lobig from St. John's School, Encinitas. Ava Rosalena Parezo and Sophia Nazraoui from St. Michael's School, Poway. Gemma Quinn from St. Didacus Parish School. And now to the senior division. Second awards in the senior division, starting with behavioral and social sciences. We have Natalie Botello from Central Union High School. Alina Figueroa from Central Union High School. In biomedical health sciences and biomedical engineering, Neha Dandu from Canyon Crest Academy. Ashley Hernandez from Central Union High School. Danya Hussein and Rosita Karim from Bright Horizon Academy. Anirudh Kalyanaraman from Mount Carmel High School. Sydney Zhang from Westview High School. In chemistry, Sarah Gao from Canyon Crest Academy. In computational biology and bioinformatics, Laya Anusha Vijayananand from Canyon Crest Academy. Jesse Cow from University City High School. Nathan Dye from Canyon Crest Academy. Giselle Gearing and Vivian Nguyen from Bonita Vista High School. Kavya Gupta from Westview High School. Ishan Kapoor from Del Norte High School. Zinnia Qatar from Del Norte High School. Krish Pai from Torrey Pines High School. Bhadra Rupesh from the Bishop School. David Samy from Canyon Crest Academy. Andrew Yu from Canyon Crest Academy. Moving to computer science and system software, Soleiman Al-Wazir from Bright Horizon Academy. Richard Chen from Canyon Crest Academy. Rohan Desai from Canyon Crest Academy. Manav Kanvilkar from Canyon Crest Academy. Rahul Rao and Rakil Rao from Canyon Crest Academy. Sanvi Rao from Canyon Crest Academy. Amy Wang from Westview High School. Moving to Earth and Environmental Sciences, Kelly Comer from Bonita Vista High School. Isabella Garcia and Giorgio Sagrati from Bonita Vista High School. Lana Garcia from Bonita Vista High School. Nolan Kummerly from Bonita Vista High School. William Maywood from Bonita Vista High School. Esther Turqui from Bonita Vista High School. Moving to engineering, electrical, mechanical, and robotics, Bart Backer from Rancho Bernardo High School. Pranav Bandval from Canyon Crest Academy. Ronit Munshi from Canyon Crest Academy. In engineering, energy, materials, and transport, Grace Lee from Scripps Ranch High School. Nitika Tatineni from Canyon Crest Academy. Moving to microbiology, Abdurrahman Mumin from Bright Horizon Academy. In physics and astronomy, Alex Shu from Canyon Crest Academy. In plant sciences, Noah Caballero from Bonita Vista High School. Congratulations to all of the second award winners. And now we will move to the first awards, beginning, of course, with the junior division. So, in animal sciences, our first awards go to Ava Brocious, the Children's School. And you will see below additional nominations for going to the California State Engineering Fair and the Broadcom Masters down below. So congratulations there. Continuing, Rachel Shaked from Swall San Diego Hebrew Day School. Ronald Wyatt from Chula Vista Middle School. In behavioral and social sciences, Aya Ajanovic from Bright Horizon Academy. Kaylin Cabarios from Bonita Vista Middle School. Asher Eilenberg from Swall San Diego Hebrew Day School. Lily Goncalves from St. John's School, Encinitas. Valerie Herrera from Bonita Vista Middle School. Gianna Ingram from St. John's School, Encinitas. Hillel Jacobs from Swall San Diego Hebrew Day School. Hannah Kong from St. Michael's School, Poway. Malia Montemayor from St. John's School, Encinitas. Brandon Sukup from Mount Helix Academy. Eliora Weissler from Swall San Diego Hebrew Day School. Moving to biochemistry, Mohammed Adam Khan from Bright Horizon Academy. In biomedical, health sciences, and biomedical engineering, Leanne Fan from Mesa Verde Middle School. In chemistry, Daniel Estel from Bonita Vista Middle School. Vipha Ganchi and Vita Yadav Ganchi from Oak Valley Middle School. Alex Johnston from City Tree Christian School, 6 to 8. Liliana Teresi from St. Michael's School, Poway. In computational biology and bioinformatics, Sanvi Dogra from Oak Valley Middle School. In computer science and systems software, Arnav Dagar from Pacific Trails Middle School. In earth and environmental sciences, Omar Ali and Hadi Navid from Bright Horizon Academy. Alana Bridges from St. Gregory the Great Catholic School. Jason Chandler and Cole McCormick from St. Gregory the Great Catholic School. Penelope Herzog from St. Gregory the Great Catholic School. Bernardo Mars from Our Lady of Guadalupe Academy. Kaylee Shu from the Bishop's School. In engineering, electrical, mechanical, and robotics, Dhruv Bondval, Pacific Trails Middle School. Shiloh Dimmenstein from Swall San Diego Hebrew Day School. Danielle Livers Bryce from the Children's School. Moving to engineering, energy, materials, and transport, Alexander Colucci from St. John's School, Encinitas. Maria Gurch from the Children's School. Eric Lucero from St. Gregory the Great Catholic School. Stella McGinnis from the Children's School. Mark Maringolo from Nativity School. Olivia Pock from the Children's School. In mathematics, Benito Bayona from St. Gregory the Great Catholic School. In physics and astronomy, William Gao from Pacific Trails Middle School. Lucas Mickelson from St. John's School, Encinitas. Tristan Niguidula from St. Gregory the Great. Well, let's see if we can go back there. There we go. Okay. I believe I got Benito. So congratulations, Benito. We're going to move back to physics. Might have said him already, but William Gao, Pacific Trails Middle School. Lucas Mickelson from St. John's School, Encinitas. Now we're back. Tristan Niguidula again from St. Gregory the Great Catholic School. And now on to plant sciences. Here we go. Aiden Factor from Swall San Diego Hebrew Day School. Julia Habas from St. Michael's School, Poway. Sela Leboff from DePortola Middle School. Kai Moore from the Children's School. James Zumwalt from St. Gregory the Great Catholic School. And in product testing, Wyatt Arnold from Mount Helix Academy. Isabella Audis from St. Didacus Parish School. Anthony Berardino from Nazareth School. Charlotte Birch from City Tree Christian School, 6 to 8. That concludes the first awards in the junior division, and now we will move to the senior division first awards, starting with behavioral and social sciences. Spencer Foss from San Diego Jewish Academy. Samia Mohammed from Bright Horizon Academy. In biochemistry, Matthew Noto from Canyon Crest Academy. In biomedical health sciences and biomedical engineering, Cindy Cow from Torrey Pines High School. Zeynep Kotuk from Scripps Ranch High School. Chris Jung from Canyon Crest Academy. Maya Krishnan from La Jolla Country Day School. Viti Kulkarni from Del Norte High School. Atulya Mandyam from Westview High School. Arshia Nayed Nazar from Canyon Crest Academy. Elita Yang from Pacific Ridge High School. Audrey Zhang from Del Norte High School. And in chemistry, Hector Coronel Villarreal from Central Union High School. Jitendra Kumar Jinagala from Canyon Crest Academy. And in computational biology and bioinformatics, Daniel Kai from Torrey Pines High School. Amog Chaturvedi from Canyon Crest Academy. Rohit Day from Del Norte High School. Manas Kumar Gantla from Canyon Crest Academy. Andrew Gao from Canyon Crest Academy. Shervin Gudarzi from Canyon Crest Academy. Rishi Pedakama from Del Norte High School. Andrew Tsui from Canyon Crest Academy. And in computer science and systems software, our first awards go to James Ho, the Bishop School. Ritvik Inugreddy, Canyon Crest Academy. Sanjana Kumar, Francis Parker School. Agastya Sridharan from Scripps Ranch High School. In Earth and Environmental Sciences, Isa Al-Wazir from Bright Horizon Academy. Amy Barrett from Central Union High School. William Lai from the Bishop School. Shruti Natala from Scripps Ranch High School. Dalia Navarro and Gianna Picard from Bonita Vista High School. Moving to engineering, electrical, mechanical, and robotics, Luke Chow from Canyon Crest Academy. Peter Radich from Canyon Crest Academy. Renee Wang from the Bishop School. In engineering, energy materials, and transport, Kara Fan from Westview High School. Jessica McWilliams from Scripps Ranch High School. Bella Rose Schremer from University City High School. In mathematics, Rohan Bosworth from Poway High School. Shirley Shu from the Bishop School. And in microbiology, Elaine Dong from Canyon Crest Academy. In physics and astronomy, Vikramaditya Chandra and Dimitrios Dresios from San Marcos High School. Andrew Lee from Canyon Crest Academy. Ayush Nayak from Westview High School. And in plant sciences, Jocelyn Zhang from Del Norte High School. So congratulations to the first award winners. Congratulations to you all.
And thank you, Dr. Williams, as always. Great job pronouncing all those names. Greatly appreciated. So,
Almost on most of them. Thank you.
as you saw in the first place award slides, the top projects from among the first place winners have been invited to the California Science and Engineering Fair. The GSDSEF has been allotted 89 projects in this year's fair. Again, if you are a CSEF qualified student, you will receive information from us about applying. In addition, the Broadcom Masters Contest from Society for Science is providing 31 entry packets for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders from our fair. Broadcom Masters nominated students will be contacted. In addition, names and information will be posted on the GSDSEF website. That concludes the category awards, and let's give all of the winners recognition in YouTube. Use the chat box to show your appreciation. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as Dr. Williams cues up the grand award deck, okay, it is time to announce the grand awards here, which will be done in the following order. The 4 Junior Division Grand Award runners-up, the 4 Senior Division Grand Award runners-up, the 4 Junior Division Grand Award winners, and finally, the 4 Senior Division Grand Award winners and ISEF trip winners, which is taking place this year in Atlanta, Georgia. Junior and Senior Division Grand Award runners-up receive a plaque and a check. Dr. Williams, you have the honors again. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Let's get started with the grand awards. The Junior Division Grand Award runners-up in Life Sciences are Anna Brocious, the Children's School, grade 8. The effect of carbon dioxide on bioluminescent dinoflagellates. And Ronald Wyatt, Chula Vista Middle School, grade 8. How long does it take for superworms to eat styrofoam? The Junior Division Grand Award runners-up in Physical Science go to Danielle Lavers-Briza from the Children's School, grade 8, a deodorant alarm. And Dhruv Bandval from Pacific Trails Middle School, development of smart stick with visual and ultrasonic sensor to assist the visually impaired. Now we'll move to our Senior Division Grand Award runners-up. First in Life Science, Elaine Dong, Canyon Crest Academy for cross-link zinc oxide nanoparticles, a novel approach to combating antibacterial resistance and nanoparticle toxicity. Also, we have Matthew Noto from Canyon Crest Academy, grade 11, novel inhibitors for conserved regions of REC-A to slow the development of antibiotic resistance in bacteria. Moving now to the Senior Division Grand Award runners-up in Physical Science now. Kara Fan from Westview High School. This is Grand Award runner-up number 2, insect-inspired nanopillared materials to prevent bacterial growth. And Grand Award runner-up number 1 is Shirley Shu, the Bishop School, a heuristic solution to the closest string problem using wave function collapse techniques.
And now I'd like to announce the Taiwan Award, a grand award in the GSDSEF given each year by the Taiwanese American Foundation of San Diego. This award includes a $2,000 check and a certificate to be awarded later. The winner of the Taiwan Award in 2022 is Elaine Dong, Canyon Crest Academy, grade 11. Congratulations to her for cross-linked zinc oxide nanoparticles and so on, which we just heard here. So, and continuing with.
All right. So continuing now with the Junior Division Grand Awards. In Life Science, we have Leanne Fan from Mesa Verde Middle School, grade 8. Finson headphone, a smart headphone to diagnose and control middle ear infection using machine learning and light spectrum. And our second grand award in Life Sciences in the Junior Division goes to Kai Moore, the Children's School, grade 8. Effect of kelp fertilizer on growth rate of Eruca sativa. Moving next to the grand awards in Physical Science. Arnav Dagar, Pacific Trails Middle School, grade 8. Where's Waldo? A Bayesian approach for localizing a Lego robot. And the second grand award in physical science goes to Shiloh Dimmenstein from Swall San Diego Hebrew Day School, grade 8, for LIV, the Litter Identification Vehicle. Now the senior division grand awards in life science. First goes to Daniel Kai from Torrey Pines High School, grade 12, Deep Learning Aided Diagnosis of Autoimmune Blistering Diseases. And the second grand award in life sciences goes to Amog Chaturvedi from Canyon Crest Academy, grade 11, a novel multi-omics data integration framework using attributed networks for biomedical classification. Next, our grand awards in the senior division in physical science. Ayush Nayak from Westview High School, grade 11, using antimony indium quantum dots for next generation high mobility transistors. And Rohan Bosworth from Poway High School, grade 11, end-to-end path planning and control for autonomous vehicles using inverse kinematics with parametrized arc length.
And now, let me talk about the ISEF finalists here. These winners will receive plaques and the opportunity to compete at the 2022 virtual and as well as in-person International Science and Engineering Fair. So they will compete for additional awards with science fair winners from 50 states and 78 countries. And each ISEF student will receive a $1,000 scholarship from the GSDSEF, who has also won a grand award this evening, and you've heard who they were. However, ladies and gentlemen, in the words of Tim Cook, there's one more thing. This year, ISEF has invited us to send 6 students to the International Science and Engineering Fair. So we are able to send 2 additional students, the grand award winners and the top runners-up in life science and physical science. And with that, congratulations to our life science runners-up. And if we could see the award presented there, please. There are our ISEF finalists. These are grand award winners. And finally, we have our 2 runners-up, top runners-up, one in life science, one in physical science, Matthew Noto and Shirley Zhu. And we will be inviting you as well to participate in ISEF this year. Congratulations to you and our other 4 ISEF finalists. You are invited to participate in ISEF just 50 days from now in May 2022, and I will be contacting you about participating. Let me remind all professional society award winners that their professional societies will be contacting them about their awards. Congratulations to all of our winners. Outstanding job this year. That, ladies and gentlemen, concludes this year's awards. Again, congratulations to all of you. Have a good evening, everybody.